General MUHOOZI, the CDF, on DRC and Sudan. Those are comments made on social media, casually, privately, and not the official position.
Yesterday, Sudan came out with a request asking the Ugandan government to apologize for contravening the international law and international order. This was because General MUHOOZI, the CDF of a country, commented about capturing Khartoum if the war does not end. We all know Sudan is having a civil war which was brought about because of politics of deceit, politics of not leaving power. And I keep on telling people that what Sudan is facing right now, it is what Uganda is going to face in the near future because we are stepping in the same footsteps. Sudan came out to ask General Kaguta Museveni and the country at large to apologize because General MUHOOZI came out to attack their international sovereignty. In a tweet which was put out by General MUHOOZI, he first came out to say that this nonsense in Sudan will soon come to an end. If those boys in Khartoum don't know what war is, they will learn. He further went on to say, we are just waiting for our fellow choice Donald Trump to become president. With his support, we will capture Khartoum. That is the tweet which was put out by MUHOOZI. First of all, there is no sovereign country that you can treat, most especially when you are holding an office of the Commander Defense Force and they take it lightly. We all remember when General MUHOOZI was the Commander Land Forces, he tweeted similar tweets saying that he can capture Nairobi, I think, in few weeks. Okay? It took General Museveni to apologize on behalf of MUHOOZI. And they even took a step further to chase him from that position, although it was comical because after a few months he was elevated to becoming the CDF. So by MUHOOZI coming out to tweet such tweets, it touches on the sovereignty of a particular country. And ladies and gentlemen, yesterday, Sudan came out to ask for Uganda to apologize. So in this episode, I've come to talk about the tweets which were put out by General MUHOOZI, the apology which was requested by Sudan, but most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagali. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. So, first of all, one may come out to ask, why is the tweets put out by General MUHOOZI so effective? It's because one is a first son. Even if he's not a CDF, by being a first son and you tweet about the sovereignty of a country, it can have a ripple effect. It may look as if your father is in support of that. And for me, I think even his father is in support of that because I don't think that MUHOOZI can tweet out something contrary to what his father thinks. Two is a commander defense force. A commander defense force of a country coming out to tweet that he can capture a particular foreign country, it can have a ripple effect. And it is true that South Sudan came out to ask for apology. And I don't know if they are going to apologize. The last time General Museveni apologized was because MUHOOZI tweeted that he was going to capture Nairobi. And Museveni was so swift to go and apologize to Kenyan. In a document which was outed by the Sudanese authority, they come out to say the Republic of Sudan, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Office of the Spokesperson and Media Directorate press statement. Yesterday, the command of Uganda People's Defense Force, son of the President Museveni, posted reckless and irresponsible remarks on the platform X threatening to capture Khartoum as soon as US President-elect Donald Trump takes office. This unprecedented and deviant utterance displays an incredible level of disrespect for international law, the ethos of the interstate relations, and the principle of mutual respect between sisterly and friendly nations. It further constitutes a complete departure from the accepted code of conduct expected to expected of holder of high official military positions who are required to exhibit reasons, discipline, and careful choice of language in their behavior. Threatening war, violating national sovereignty, or defying the United Nations Charter, the African Union's Constitutive Act, and international law are far too serious to be trivialized or used as means for seeking attention or sensationalism. The government of Sudan therefore demands an official apology from the government of Uganda for these offensive and dangerous remarks. It is equally calls on African Union, regional and international organizations and the entire international community to condemn these statements which pose a clear threat to regional and international peace and security and insult the dignity of Africans. That was a document which was put out by the Sudan officials. First of all, Sudan has had not a very good relations with Uganda because even in the past, Uganda used to support rebels, the South Sudan, to get a cessation from the entire Sudan. And General Kaguta Museveni, several entities were supporting Riek Machar and Garang. So they have a history of confrontation. And I think General Museveni even won more better when the South Sudanese got independence because those are his allies. Remember, Konyo used to operate in northern region. Omar al-Bashir used to support Kon, and Uganda used to support Salva Kiir and Garang. So they have a history of confrontation. Although after South Sudan seceding from the entire Sudan, this was the right time to form a friendly nation. And by most coming out to tweet those reckless statements, it's something very telling. It seems that in setups there is something as the public we don't know because General Museveni is the sole consumer of intelligence, and after appointing his son as the CDF and giving him the instruments of power, maybe even Mose consumes intelligence on behalf of his father. So it was reckless for a sovereign nation, a sitting CDF, a son of the president, coming out to say they are going to capture Khartoum. It's like you just think about this. If William Ruto's son, Nick Ruto, comes out to say that he's a sitting CDF in Kenya, let me assume, coming out to say that he's going to capture Kampala, how do you think the Ugandan government will take it? I know by General Mose wanting to get publicity, he's trying to get it both in a bad way and a good way, and also wanting to be known internationally, because he's competing against someone who's known internationally, and that is Bobby Wine, local international, very popular, a person who was once invited in the European Parliament. It's not a small thing. So when he's competing with him to increase his popularity, he's doing it in a bad way. You know, some people come out to say that if you want popularity, nevertheless you can get it in a good or a bad way. When the government spokesperson, Chris Wariomus, was asked about this, about the Mose tweet, he downplayed it because I know defending NRM government, one of the hardest things, because they will come out to do anything unbelievable. When Chris Wariomus was asked about this, he said these statements. I want you to listen very carefully. Here is the tape.
General MUHOOZI, the CDF, on DRC and Sudan. Those are comments made on social media, casually, privately, and not the official position of the UPDF or Ministry of Defense or government of Uganda. So they should be treated as the casual comments, if at all he made them, and therefore there should be no anxiety at all about those comments, both within the country and even our friends outside Uganda. So they shouldn't be treated as an official position of the government of Uganda.
So that is the government spokesperson, Chris Wariomus. One, I've come out to start knowing that these ministers are just pegboys of the president. On very many occasions, the president has come out to contradict the statements of the ministers. As a government spokesperson, that was a weak statement. First of all, if you didn't have a credible answer, maybe you would have come out to say, as a government spokesperson, that I haven't seen the tweet, maybe I'm going to first read it and see the appropriate statement. But coming out to say that it's not the official statement of the UPDF when it's being uttered by the sitting UPDF, CDF, It is utter nonsense. Remember, there are very many people who have been taken to the court-martial, to the prison, just by tweeting about something. Do you know that Kakwenza Lukirabasaja was taken, beaten, by none other than Moses Kainerugaba for tweeting by abusing Moses Kainerugaba? Why isn't that treated like not official? So it is a burden to come out and defend the NRM government because it is failing, by the way, on all fronts. Okay, so what if General Museveni comes out to apologize to the Sudan government? What will Christopher Raymond say? That is what happened when he tweeted about capture in Nairobi. Very many defenders came out to say it's not official. Museveni went out to apologize to Kenyan authorities. So he kicked his ministers in the tooth, and they don't learn. Sometimes, even in the government spokesperson come out to own. It's not bad to own. You come out and own it's a mistake. We are going to engage relative authorities so that this can be solved. Not coming out to defend the indefensible. For me, I think those are the bad manners of General Moses Kainerugaba, of trying to be sensational and getting attention by all means. Of course, that's my opinion. Do drop me your comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is the first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.